But going back onto the Man City-Chelsea game, we were talking there with Scott Minto about subs being subbed. Now, it doesn't always go down particularly well, does it, when a sub is subbed?
Well, it would be one of the first conversations I'd have in the dressing room with players now. Because there's 5 subs, I'll be saying, look, if one of you go on, don't be too disappointed you're getting subbed if it happens, because you're having to make so many choices now in games, tactically, and then there's injuries. You make a substitution. Don't let it bother you that if you get subbed now, if you've been a sub and you've then got subbed on. And I think Scott made the obviously valid point where, you know, what time in the game did you come on? If you come on after 5 minutes and you've been subbed 5 minutes before the end, it's not really that big of a deal now, is it?
No, I see what you're saying.
I mean, you could make the point that Chelsea were losing and you've subbed Aubameyang.
Yes, only 5 or so minutes after they've conceded that goal from
you could make that
Mahrez.
point. Well, you've taken off a guy that I think has seen better days. I think that's quite obvious with Aubameyang.
Is there ever not... This is going to sound really silly, and I'm doing it as devil's advocate, because if you're taking somebody off, you're taking them off for a valid reason, whether it's they're not performing well enough or tactical reasons, whatever it is. But is there ever an argument to say that, does he not deserve a bit more respect, Aubameyang?
Really?
No, I don't know. I just wanted to try and give him some credit as to why he might have been a bit annoyed by being taken off, other than I'm just annoyed being taken off.
It's a Premier League game. Yeah. You know, okay, I don't really go down. I don't think managers are trying to make you look stupid when they're doing that. I think they're actually thinking, look, I'll make a tactical decision. I might see something I can exploit on the opposition. I'm going to make this choice. Maybe because he hadn't played lots of minutes. You know, he's been in and out the Chelsea team, hasn't he? So he's probably thought, I don't know if he's got any more in the tank left. He might have just thought that. And he wasn't having a game where you can go, tell you what, he's run his socks off and he looks like out of it. He looked like he was on the fringe of a game and couldn't make any impact at all. So Graham Potter probably thought, I'm going to have to make a change there because I can't see anything in Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang making a change in the last 5-10 minutes.
Have you seen anything from Aubameyang at all that gives you some sort, I don't know, a flash of what he was?
Moments more than consistent performances.
Yeah.
I don't. I thought one of Arteta, and it's been well documented by a lot of people, but sometimes you have to understand, and Sir Alex Ferguson was one of the best at this, recognising when players are not quite as good as they once were. And even if it's something that bothers him about that player, on or off the field, that thinks, I've had these best days, I need to move on. That comes to all of us in some way, you know. And you have to make that call, and you have to be brave, and you're not always going to get it right as well. But I do feel that I can't imagine Aubameyang leading the line at Chelsea next year.